Hello everyone and welcome to this 5th episode of FASoS Student Talks. Today is going to be a bit more special because we have Resi and Pauline. And Resi is from the International Relations Office. Pauline is a third-year digital society student. And this talk is going to focus on the 5th semester, but more specifically in the exchange. I want to know everything about the exchange. How does it work? What things do we need to do in order to apply for it? So maybe, first of all, you want to introduce yourself, Pauline?
Yeah, so hello everyone. Thank you for having us today. It's a pleasure. So my name is Pauline. I'm 21 years old and I'm a third-year digital society student. I'm from Belgium. And almost a year ago, I had a chance to study abroad in the Erasmus program. So
where did you go?
I went to Torino in Italy.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay. Was it like your first option or how did you...
It was actually my last option, but I have no regrets. Like, I'm actually really grateful that I went there because I really loved it. So,
all right. Yeah. And Resi?
Yes, well, my name is Resi Schenk. I am from the International Relations Office. And indeed, we organize the exchange. So both outgoing exchange, but also the incoming exchange. And we also organize the internships or deal with the internship option in the 5th semester.
Yeah. I'm interested to know then, how did you went through the process of applying? How was it?
Actually, we know that we can study abroad from the first year of the bachelor's degree. So I already knew that I wanted to take that option and study abroad. And during the second year, around like the middle of the year, they just send you an email, I think, with they ask you to choose where you want to go, but in the order of preference. You don't actually choose where you want to go, but you have to like make a list of 4, I think, universities, and you put them in the order of preferences, and then a few weeks later you see where you have been selected.
So your perspective.
Yeah, so indeed we organize these information sessions. So at the end of year 1, you already hear about the option of going abroad. And then in October of your second year, we organize another information session and Q&A sessions about how it is organized. And we have these presentations of students who have been abroad. And indeed, at the moment, we have some 100 partner universities.
Wow.
So most of them within Europe, but also we have outside Europe, we have Canada, we have Asia, Korea, for example, Singapore, Hong Kong. We also have some partner universities in Australia. So we have a wide range of opportunities. And indeed, out of this list of 100, you choose 4. In order of your preference. And then, you don't have to write a motivation letter or anything like that. We actually use a computer program for the allocation. And what our first aim is to give as many students as possible one of their 4 choices. So as many students as possible, one of their 4 choices. And then in second instance, we look at your GPA, your first year GPA. So it is taken into account, but not... For example, at the School of Business and Economics, they just look at your GPA. So the student with the highest GPA gets the first option. Right. So we don't do that because we feel, we have another policy. So we say as many students as possible, one of the 4 choices. So we use a computer program, and after a few weeks after you send in your choices, you get the result. And so, yes.
And the next steps are basically the university contacts you, or do you have to contact the university?
No, the next step is indeed that once we have the list, we nominate the students to our partner university. So we send them an email or we put it in the system. So these 3 students will be an exchange student for the fall semester. And then, indeed, they will contact the students directly. So from that moment on, the students are in touch with their host university. Mm-hmm. And then you have to send in an application. You have to apply as exchange student, but you will be guided through that process. You have to send in some documents and stuff. And Well, that's basically it. Yeah. And then it's organized, and then you need to find your accommodation. Yeah. And depending on the destination, at some universities it's much easier than at others. Some universities have a lot of options where you can choose from, and at other universities you have to find it yourself. You go and check out websites and stuff. Facebook so groups, it's really very different. So it's from destination.
And from your personal experience, how did you do? Like you had a website where they said you need to find this accommodation.
Personally, I knew that I had two options to find accommodation, either on Facebook groups or on accommodation websites. So I had a look at both, like all kind of websites and Facebook groups, and it actually took like a few weeks to find something that I really liked and I could go for. So yeah, that's how I found mine on a website called Housing Anywhere, I think. Do you know this one?
Yes, we know it. Yeah. Yes, right. Yeah.
So.
All right, and so the next steps were you going to Torino and just starting the university there with the courses they chose, or did you have to choose your courses?
No, we can choose the courses. Actually, we have quite a lot of freedom here at FASoS, I think. So we have like a big list of the courses we can take at the host university, and we can choose from this list. Of course, the courses need to be approved by FASoS and the host university. The learning agreement needs to be signed by both universities, but then once the agreements have been done, then you can go for these courses, but you have a lot of freedom in choosing them, which is nice.
Yeah, I think that's good because it's the aim of the exchange as well, to explore different fields and to find out what you like.
Yeah.
Did you choose different courses?
Yes, like I'm doing digital society and actually chose courses more related to politics.
Right.
So it was different. Like to have a
different perspective.
Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, to have different courses, things that I've never learned before. It was a nice opportunity to take other subjects.
Yeah. And in terms of credits, how many credits do you get for the exchange, or is it depending on the destination? Or
it depends on which courses you take. And for European studies students, for example, they need to gain 24 ECTS during their 5th semester. So then, of course, they choose courses for a minimum of 24 credits. And digital society and arts and culture students, they need 30 credits for their 5th semester. So, well, preferably they choose courses for 30 credits. You don't have to panic if you fail a course abroad, because of course that can happen, because you have the option to take a literature exam, for example, after your exchange, if you need to compensate.
So it's not possible
credits.
to retake an exam in the exchange itself, right?
Well, it is. It depends on the host university. Sometimes it is possible to do a resit. Maybe already during the exchange period, or sometimes after the exchange period, once you are back in Maastricht. And then sometimes we organize a room where someone can take the exam, if that is allowed, of course, by the partner university. So we do try to arrange everything in order for the students to get most of the credits.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I'm interested in Pauline's experience in the exchange itself. Do you want to say something to students out there about how did you find it, if you would recommend it?
Yeah, I personally love my experience abroad. I personally think that any opportunity to travel and to discover new cultures are good to take. So for sure, I would recommend during the Erasmus program, or just not... it's not necessarily Erasmus program, right? If you go outside Europe, it won't be Erasmus. Mm-hmm. But I think it's a great thing to do. It's a unique opportunity to go abroad and meet new people, discover new cultures, and also learn a new language. Because personally, I had the chance to...
How is your Italian?
I knew a little bit of Italian before to go study there in Torino. But I had a language course there, which I gained, I think, 3 credits for.
Yes, it's the max.
Nice. Yeah. So I had the opportunity to improve my Italian, and I think that's also super important to learn new languages, and it's also a good opportunity to do that when you go abroad. So yeah, I think it's a very rich experience where you can, take a lot of advantages from.
It sounds very good, and I'm also looking forward for my exchange because it's going to be soon. Resi, do you want to say something else to conclude that?
No, well, you just mentioned indeed, and that's the Erasmus program. So it's called exchange. Usually is sort of same as Erasmus, but Erasmus is for EU destinations. You will get a grant. And for non-EU destinations, students get a faculty grant, which is less, I'm afraid, but well, that's it. And of course,
it's a contribution.
It's just a very small contribution towards the expenses, because non-EU destinations, of course, are more expensive in general than EU destinations. Yeah. But there is something for everyone. So yes, and we have enough places for everyone who wants to go abroad. So.
Plenty of
plenty of choice. Yes,
plenty of choices and universities. And thank you very much for coming and for having this talk.
Yeah,
if you have any questions, you can always contact.
Yes, please do so. Yes, International Relations Office. You can contact us by email. We have visiting hours 3 times a week. So please don't hesitate to come by with any questions that you have.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.